Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about quizzes. It's a really great, quick and easy to do formative assessment. It gives me student data and let me know how they understood. Do I need to reteach? Do I need to emphasize more on one point? So let's just jump into it. First, log in and set up your classes. You can just log in with your school Gmail account. This will be easier for you to link Google Classroom and import your class lists. You can connect to Google Classroom. So if you sign in with your school account, just click your school account. Click Allow. And then import Google Classroom. You can click all the class you want to import or you teach. Alright, so I clicked all the so you can sometimes I just unclick this one because I don't need students to enter a guardian's email address. So now you have all the students here, see their names here. Great. Also, you can find a quiz on Quizizz. There are a lot of teachers post their resources under like different subject areas. So for example, if I just taught numbers, I will click Mandarin numbers and looks good, number in Mandarin, so gives them all types of questions. I can click edit, so it will make a copy for me. So for quizzes, there are several question types: multiple choices, checkbox, fill in the blank, poll, or open-ended. And also checkbox. Checkbox give you more questions. So for example, what are the numbers smaller than 5? I will say ER. 1, 2, you can see, and then another one's 6, 6. This is incorrect. 7, and I will save this. So kids need to pick 2 answers. Another kind of question is poll. So it doesn't have a right answer, but it's just like get students' opinion. For example, what do you find is the hardest to learn Mandarin, assuming it's a beginner's class? And then kids would say writing, speaking, listening, or you can put in another and ask kids to explain it later. So you will, and then you can save it. No correct answer is said. And open-ended. This would need you to, it will be ungraded and their mark is correct in the game report. So one thing fun about quizzes is kids will have a rank like Kahoot, and they will get instant feedback, and which are really exciting for them. So you can say open-ended. Tell me one thing you have learned in class today. One thing you feel confused about. Alright, save. So these are the questions you can have. After you finish, you can just hit done. Number in Mandarin. If you want to use it as an exit ticket, you can also use it as a like warm up to check how much they have left, how much they retained from last class. You can assign it as a homework review. You can assign it in the middle of class as a checkpoint. So it is a really great tool for formative assessment. So Mandarin save. Hi, 你好. So from last video, you probably already logged in and you tried to design different activities. So for this video, we are going to look at what kinds of different assignments we can give students. Is a live game, is a homework, or is a solo game they can challenge their peers. And we are going to look at from the students' interactive side, why this is so fun, what would it look like. I will pretend to be a student in this game. Alright, let's start. Different ways for students to practice. One is really exciting, is play live in class. You can play team. So students will sign in as teams. If you click numbers of, for example, if you have 20 students, you can have like 5 teams, 4 students in one team, or 7 teams. Then it will divide it into like 2 to 3 students in one team. You can do classic, which is student is individually competing with each other. Another one is test. Another great thing about this is you can tell if students can attempt once. If it's kind of tricky if you click unlimited, some kids will just continue do it again, putting the same code. And then they want to get a perfect score, which will lagging the whole class. So sometimes I just assigned once for live. And the show answer in game is after each question, you will say validate only, or like if you want them to know it, you can turn on show answers post game. I probably would do it for give students like feedbacks. Give them time. Shuffle questions are a really great option because even if 2 students sit next to each other, they won't be able to see each other and shuffle answer options. And if you click continue, it will give you like a code. Students, very clear and easy. Student putting this code and the enter game code. When more people join, you just click start. All right. Another thing is you can go back to assign homework. So for example, you sign a due date is 3 days later, make it due at 8:45 p.m., give them 2 days. And you can select directly from here, like Mandarin 6th grade, next. Advanced settings, attempts. Usually for assignments, I give them unlimited attempts for kids who wants to get a perfect score. And the student answers in games. Student answers post games. Power-ups, timer, students see a countdown. Sometimes I don't do this for homework because some students get really nervous if you have a timer there for them. Show lead board, redemption questions. So one thing about it's fun about quizzes is have redemption and like these memes, which make kids really like it. So maybe I choose this one. And you click assign game. All right. This quiz has been assigned to Google Classroom. Let's go to Google Classroom. So 6th grade Google Classroom, you can see exit ticket number in Mandarin. It's already been assigned, right? So they have a mobile link and a web link. No matter the students have a iPad or they're doing it on their Chromebook or computers, they can all use it. All right. Another way for students to do is just practice. What I would like to use this is share a practice link on Google Classroom. You can pick a class you want to assign to, still 6th grade. And then you go to classwork. I really like this is a warm up. For example, this is a do now or warm up. I will say do now numbers. I will add in the link here. So no matter quick or slow, you can give students like 5 minutes. This is a bell work. When they first come into the class, you just pull this up in the Google Classroom, share the screen, tell them, okay, you have 5 minutes. You can do as many times as you want. Go practice it. I will assign it as 10 points. Grade category will be just reading, right? And the due date, you don't have to set a due date topic. You can say online learning and you assign it. So when they come in, if you already formed a routine with them, or even you are doing online learning, you can ask a student to stream, let's see, do now numbers. When they come in, they can do this as a bell work. So I shared 3 kinds of activity. Thank you for your patience to watch through the whole video. So now I will sign in as a student. If you are interested, you can see the next video for how it look like on a student side when you do it. So you click the quizzes, join a game, because it's a practice. It's just directly send you to that. So it will show you the flashcard. You can review a little bit before you do it. Right? So they can choose to review it before you do it. Or I will just ask them to play quiz. This number after 6, so it's I got it wrong. You can click the power up. So what's the number bigger than 7? 10. Praise my ranking. I learned 1, 2, 3, 10, confused about this. I'm confused about how to write them. Community. So this is a gamification for quizzes too. What's the number before 5? You see the question will come again and again if you got it wrong. 我喜欢睡觉。The first place right now. 拼音 for 6 the phonetic is 6. Alright. Alright, so if I finish all the game, it will show me, okay, I got all correct. And what's great about quizzes is it will give you the review questions. If students finished early in the beginning of the class, you will tell them like, hey, click on the review and go over the flashcard. Right? So it gives students review, tell them all the answers, or let them play again, or find a new quiz. So this is how the student interaction part look like. They do a live game, if they do a practice, or if they do an assignment, it's pretty much similar interaction. So it has the gamification part, it has the direct feedback part, it gives students another chance to do redemption questions for them to practice again, and also it gives students flashcard to review in the end. So it is a really great tool for students to review. Another thing for teachers is it gives you the student data tracking. So if you go to reports, so you have exit ticket assigned, you can click here. When students log in, I want to sign in my other account to show you how student data, I have more data there. So okay, I'll just sign in with my another account. I have more data here to show you how this looks like for you. So if you go to reports, throughout the year, no matter it's an assignment, it's a live game, or it's a team game, I have all the data. So if I click on here, it's my Mandarin 7th grade class. So you can see this part, students did pretty well. Like most kids got like 90% above, and she probably had like a technical issue for connection. In the questions, you can see like, oh, what's the wrong answer? How many kids get it wrong? How many kids get it correct, right? An overview of it, you can see like what question did they get wrong, get right, and you click on it, it shows you. I haven't put any standards in it, but if you want, you can align the quiz with your standards. So let's take a look at another one which is not that great. So 71%, 2 kids, and you can see questions like this is wrong, right? So this really gives you data tracking about like, okay, for which question, which point, which knowledge checking point they didn't get it right, and you can recheck it. Alright, this is all about quizzes. You can examine students' work, inform teachers' knowledge, inform your instruction, and you can like see how well they did their tasks, right? So it's a really great tool for you to do bell work, do nows, for you to assign homework, for you to check. And also when you are doing online teaching, sometimes you are wonder like, oh, did I do a good job? Are they listening to me? Maybe in the middle of the class, you can throw in one game to see how many points they can get and to see how much they understood. This is really a great tool for formative assessment engagement. And I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, email me, and have a good day. Thank you. 再见.